Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another preview. Now this time Pompey face Salford at the National Stadium in the EFL Trophy or Papa John's Pizza Trophy final. Now Pompey will be hoping to make it back-to-back wins at the National Stadium of Wembley. Can the Blues do it this time around? Now today is going to be a big one for both sides. I think most people will know that. It's Salford, it's their second appearance at Wembley in their history. Their first one coming in the National League playoffs when they won them to get promoted to the Football League. That was for the first time in their history. So their players will have a bit of knowledge of the National Stadium as well. You cannot say that they're Salford, they're small, they've never played there, because they have. They have a lot of key names in their squad. They've got a lot of money behind them. I think a lot of people will know that. People call them the Man City of League Two, just without the glory. But they're not there to be messed with. And I think that's the case with a lot of teams in League Two. It's the case especially when you get into cup competitions. As soon as you get into a final, you want to be in it to win it. Even though you're in League Two, you're going to have every single belief that you can beat the other team. We'll look at some of Salford's key players and stuff as usual. But first, we'll have a look at their road to the final. Graham Alexander's men were drawn alongside Tranmere Rovers, Aston Villa under-21s and Bury in the group stages. They dispatched Aston Villa 2-0 with goals from Lloyd from the spot and Adam Rooney to see them through to the next stage of the group stages, where they dispatched Tranmere Rovers 2-0 at the Prenton Park, the game against Bury obviously being cancelled due to Bury's expulsion from the Football League. Salford then continued their winning run by beating Wolverhampton Wanderers under-21s 3-0 in the second round, setting them up with a tie at Port Vale in the Peninsula Stadium where they won 3-0 again. In the quarter-finals they faced Accrington and fought from a goal down in the first half to win 2-1 in the second, seeing them through to the semis, where they faced Newport County away, taking the game easily to penalties at 0-0 and winning it 6-5 on those. That is how they face Pompey now. Now you've seen their road to the final there. As far as I know, it was a fairly difficult one, getting through eventually on penalties against Newport away. But, as I said, they will still be in it to win it. Hopefully Pompey play a fairly strong side, get the confidence back into them and get going. But we're going to move on though, and we're going to look at their key players, top scorer, everything. My iPad is down and they're below me now, already set up on most of it. Three of their key players are Ashley Hunter, Deishan Bernard and Ian Henderson. Now two of them I know a lot more than any of the others. Ashley Hunter and and Ian Henderson. Deishan Bernard is a good player, but I don't know too much about him. Now, Ashley Hunter, I believe, is the Ashley Hunter from Fleetwood. I will click on that to, proof check that is, yes, it is the Fleetwood Ashley Hunter. He's joined Salford in July of 2020, and he's been there since. He's their top-rated performer in their squad. And then Ian Henderson is Rochdale's former player, number 40 for them, banging the goals in League One. He's taken the drop down to Salford, possibly for a bit more wages as well. So he will be one that will be looking to bang some goals in if he does play. Their top scorer is Ian Henderson with 11 goals as well. As we see, he's very good at putting them in the back of the net. In comparison, Marquis is on 13 as ours. Their most assists is the other man from that list, Ashley Hunter, with 5. And their minutes per goal, though, is not Ian Henderson. It's James Wilson with 185. Key stat there. But anyway, we're going to move down to their attacking stats now, because even though it's a different competition, you still want to see some of the stats. Now, their shots on target for match is 4.5, which is the second in League 2. Big chances created is third in League 2 with 46. Their big chances missed, though, is also third in League 2 with 46, so that's clearly something they need to sort out. Their goals per match is 13th in League 2 with 1.2, and they've all been awarded 5 penalties this season, which ranks 9th. The defensive stats now, though, they have the best defence in League 2. 0.8 goals conceded on average per match, which is first in the league. Clean sheets, 15, which is second in the league, but it's joint with first. Penalties conceded, 3, so they're good at not giving penalties away. Saves per match is 2.8, which is 5th in the league. Clearances per match is 15th in the league on 20. And successful tackles is 23rd, meaning their defence is fairly good. Maybe not so many successful tackles, but they may not need to make them because of the midfield in front of them. We'll have a look though, as I always do. Possession, 54%, so they do like to have a bit of the ball. Unlike, they're not a team that like to sit back, but you never know. If it's against a Portsmouth side that are in League One, they could change their game plan just that little bit more to kind of hit us on the counter as opposed to hitting us straight away. But this Salford side sit 9th in the table. They've played 33 games, so that they've only got a game in hand on a couple of sides. They've won 13, drawn 11 and lost 9. So they've only lost 9 games all season. That leaves them on 50 points. So that's quite a good turnout for them this season. They were hoping playoffs, but you know, they're 4 points off it with a game in hand. So once again, it can definitely be done. But we'll look at the form guide now. They're in similar form to Pompey. Only 1 win in their last 5. However, they've not lost as many as Pompey. Their form reads as lost, drawn, won, drawn, lost. I will have a look now against who they were. Morecambe, they beat them 2-1. Then Southend held them for a point. They beat Port Vale 1-0 at home, drew with Scunthorpe and lost away to Crawley. Now, as far as I'm aware, Morecambe and Southend are quite low in the table, and they've dropped points to both of them. Now, Southend are 23rd. Morecambe are not that low as I imagine. They are 5th. I thought they were a low side. They normally are in League 2. But the sides they beat there, you're looking at them and you're thinking, right, they've beaten Port Vale. Where are Port Vale in the league? If we have a quick scroll down here, they're 21st. So the sides that this Salford side are beating aren't the top ones in the league. They're not smashing people 4 or 5-0 either. But that said, you can't say that this is going to be an easy game for Pompey just because, oh yes, well, you know, Salford, they're League 2, they're not in the playoffs, they're not doing anything like that, we'll easily smash them. No. I don't care what you think about Pompey this season, it's not going to be easy. Even though we're in bad form and so are they, it's going to be tight. And I don't think anything else can be said. We do have a review from Lewis. He's sent me one in again. I'll play it now.
Here is my preview for our EFL Trophy final game against Salford. And after a long 389-day wait for the final, it can finally be concluded. I would like to say this is going to be a straightforward game with Salford having 5 key players out. But this is Pompey and we never make stuff easy for ourselves, we all know that. And after a terrible run of form from us recently with only 1 win in our last 5 games, we're going to be looking to bounce back with a win and to become the first team to win back-to-back trophies in this tournament. I'm going for a 3-1 Pompey win. Let's hope we can bring the trophy back. Well, not back because the South Final's the second day. But let's hope we can win and finally up the Blues.
And again, I have watched this one. So, Lewis, you know, he's made some good points there. We just need to win. I just don't want my weekend ruined. And people that say, I don't care, it's Timpot. It's a trophy. It'll give the boys confidence. It'll give them stuff to get going in the league, possibly. We need this win more than ever. Now, my phone stopped recording there, but I basically said all I need to say anyway. If I do have a clip from Dad, I will be playing it now.
Predictions for today's game. Hopefully we play a strong team, go for it from the off, and try and gain some confidence from this game moving forward into the league games, which we desperately need to do. I'd start Hawula, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'd start George Byers in the middle, I'd start Jacobs as well. There's certain players are just completely out of form. I'll bring Rasmus Nikolaisen in for Raggett and play Charlie Daniels at left back. Whether that happens or not, totally debatable with Kenny Chackett in charge. I'm going for a 3-1 Pompey win, but not utterly confident in that at all. Anyway, everyone watching, enjoy the game and hopefully we can win. Take care.
But if not, then that is where the video is practically going to end. Just hoping that Pompey don't ruin my weekend and bring the EFL trophy home. Well, rent it for a day before we have to go take it back up there again. But it'll be nice to get the trophy back. And hopefully I can do the review later at 6 o'clock with a nice new trophy in Pompey's trophy cabinet. But that is where today's video does end. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you are new down below. It's free. And like the video as well if you did enjoy it. If you didn't or you want to let me know what you want to think I can improve, please leave it down below. And let me know what you thought of the video and what you would like to see. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be out around 6 o'clock tonight. Peace.